to make it to the two counties that I have an office in, that I actually work in, so I think that was the
Well, thank
priority.
you.
Yes.
Alrighty. Got Monday, May 4th, 2026 in the Chickasaw County Courthouse in the boardroom. We will call this meeting to convene. Roll call. All members are present along with Board Secretary Sheila Shackleton. Is there a motion to approve today's agenda that was published Friday?
So. Second.
Motion by Scott, second by Isaac to approve today's agenda. Any discussion? If not, all in favor say aye. Aye. Anybody opposed? Motion is carried. Approve the minutes from last Monday, April 27th.
So moved.
Second, Steve. Motion by Travis, second by Steve to approve the minutes from April 27th. Any discussion? If not, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Anybody opposed? Motion carried. We'll go down to claims. Payroll claims are dated last Friday, May 1st. Any questions with those prior bill claims of payroll? If not, is there a motion to approve?
So. Second.
Motion by Scott, second by Travis to approve the payroll claims dated May 1st. Any discussion? If not, all in favor say aye. Aye. Anybody opposed? Motion carried. I did not see any prior bill claims, but in the packet of claims, $354,000, 708.53.
Make a motion to approve. Second.
Motion by Steve, second by Isaac to approve those claims in the amount of $354,000, 708.53. Any discussion? If not, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Anybody opposed? Motion is carried. Moving up. Moving up a little bit. Review and approve Class C retail alcohol license renewal for Bradford Guest House for a term of 12 months, effective date May 13th, 2026. This was timely filed.
Yep, everything's in line. They went through the dram shop and now it's on your guys' desk.
Wait for us. Is there a motion to approve the Class C retail alcohol license?
So.
Is there a second by Travis? Motion by Scott, second by Travis to approve the Class C retail alcohol license renewal for Bradford Guest House for a term of 12 months, effective May 13th. Any discussion? If not, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Anybody opposed? Motion carried.
You wanna go through the?
Yeah, it's almost public comment time.
Okay.
(9:05) any public comment, Sheila? That's
I had
not
no
good.
written,
Just a comment by the board here, you know, the state did adjourn yesterday, so I think we'll learn more stuff from ISAC and other people, what the property tax bill looks like for the future of our county government. So more to come on that, I would expect. Moving on down to discuss budget amendment number 4 for fiscal year 25-26, like we talked about last week. The Heritage Center, since we just approved a bill for a countertop of almost $5,000. Talked to the head custodian today. A lot of the stuff has been done to that now. He doesn't expect this much stuff to be spent next year. We're looking at a $10,000 budget amendment, 5,000 in mechanical and 5,000 in plumbing. Sorry, 5,000 in plumbing equipment, and then 5,000 building repairs and maintenance. We also had that freeze of that cooler that froze this winter. Everything but $1,000 is coming from the insurance company, but we still have to pay the $1,000 deductible. So for that being said, the reason for this budget amendment public hearing is increased due to unexpected repairs and maintenance at the Heritage Center. Is there a motion or discussion to publish this in our local papers?
And it did increase $2,000 from last week when we were thinking $8,000, and that was due to some of the bills that came in that we did not realize the expense of them.
Correct. Is there a motion to publish this public hearing notice for this Thursday and Friday?
I'll move. Second.
Motion by Isaac, second by Travis, to approve setting public hearing for May 18th, 2026 at 9:10 a.m. for the amendment number 4 for the fiscal year 25-26 budget, and then direct the auditor to publish notice of public hearing amendment of current budget in the New Hampshire Tribune on May 7th and the National Reporter on May 8th, 2026. Any discussion? If not, we'll do a roll call. Isaac?
Aye.
Travis?
Aye.
Steve?
Aye.
Scott?
Aye.
Jake? Aye. Motion is carried. Thank you for that. Committee assignments. Steve, have any? Isaac? Travis? Committee assignment?
No.
Scott?
No.
I don't have any either, so. All we're down to is scheduled appointments. Wait a minute or two,
Well,
unless you have something.
I had gotten some correspondence, and I don't know if I should do this as a line item for an agenda, and it came from the VA. They were requesting, you guys gave a 4% increase to the administrator, and they were asking if you guys were doing the 4%, because I sent out an email that asked everybody to give me their team's wages, because you guys had gave either a 4% or $1.50.
And you didn't know
Increase
that as the.
And I didn't know what individuals everybody was getting, because they did a lump sum in the budget. So when I did that, it came back, and the VA asked if their administrator could have $1.50 instead of the 4%. Now, do you guys want me to do this as a line item for the agenda for next week to talk about it? Or do you guys want it? Okay, that's all I needed to know. Okay.
I think we had discussion, and you probably prior to this, but since the commission asked this question, I think we need to discuss it again
Okay.
to confirm what the board has recommended to put in the wage payroll resolution. You got your answer, right?
Yeah, that was nice and fast. Thank you. I should have just emailed it to you, right?
All right. Moving on to 9:10 here. Good morning, Laura.
Good morning.
The Iowa State Bar Association, the Iowa State Bar Foundation, Attorney Laura Folkert, presenting the 250th anniversary flag to each of Iowa's 99 counties.
All right, thank you. Thanks for letting me come today. So, as you just heard, my name is Laura Folkert. I am an attorney with Shuttleworth and Ingersoll. I practice out of our offices in Waterloo, and I also have an office in Nashua, which is where I live. And so I get to be here today, though, on behalf of the Iowa State Bar Association's Board of Governors. I'm one of the 2 Judicial District 1B representatives to our Board of Governors. And so that's what brings me here. I am going to present the flag, but I did want to give an attorney the opportunity to talk, and we're going to take it for at least a little while, right? But I did just want to tell you a little bit about what we celebrated on Friday. It was National Law Day. And so in Blackhawk County, we were able to have a small event over the lunch hour at the courthouse celebrating National Law Day, which is a day that was first recognized in 1958 by President Dwight Eisenhower. And he recognized that as a national dedication of the principles of government under law. And then in 1961 is when Congress decided that May 1st would be our National Law Day every single year. But every year, Law Day has a theme. And so this year's theme was the rule of law and the American dream. And so the American Bar Association described that as, the rule of law. So the idea that no person is above the law is what ensures the rights of the people to live their lives as freely as possible and to pursue their dreams. And so one of the messages that we had when we were together on Friday to celebrate National Law Day is the fact that those of us present, which was really a group of largely judges, attorneys, legal staff, court staff, everybody was invited, but those more connected with the legal profession attended. But despite all of our diversity, our different walks of life, our different areas of practices, our different life experiences, we still had a shared commitment. Right? A shared belief that the rule of law really matters. And so it was that unity across all of that diversity that was part of what gives that rule of law its strength. And I was thinking, I think the same is true for your group, right? You might be under a little bit of a different branch of government, but it's still your diversity and your shared commitment to the county, to your constituents, which is what gives your group the strength too. And so thank you for what you do. We really do appreciate that. This flag that I have and a certificate as well from the Iowa State Bar Association and the Iowa State Bar Foundation. I'm not going to read everything on here, but I did want to give a few highlights of what this certificate says. And so it recognizes that from the earliest days of our nation, lawyers played a central role in the creation of the Constitution and the Bill of Rights. And so many of the framers were trained in the law and committed to the principles of due process, individual liberty, and the separation of powers. And their legal insight helped establish a system of government grounded not in the authority of a monarch, but the enduring strength of the rule of law. And so, in recognition of America's 250th anniversary, we are honored to present this commemorative flag, which I'll get out in just a second here, to the courthouse of each of our Iowa's 99 counties. So we hope this flag stands as a symbol that our shared history and an enduring reminder of the constitutional principles that unite and sustain our nation. So we, as lawyers, as we mark this historic milestone, we're reaffirming our commitment to the Constitution, the rule of law, and the lawyers who serve as its stewards yesterday, today, and for generations to come. So attorneys remain committed to serving the cause of justice today. And so with that, here is the flag that we are presenting today. It's yours to do what you want. You can hang it up outside, you can display it somewhere else. But thank you for letting me come present this, and thank you for what you do and your role in our government as well.
Yes, thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you for what you guys do too.
Yes.
If we could take a quick recess, take a picture outside in the courthouse backdrop. Give us about 2 minutes or so, maybe longer. We'll take a quick recess outside. Or no recess.
Oh, we go out there.
All right, got 9:20 Economic Development Director Tammy Robinson, good morning. Discuss Cedar Valley Marketing Regional Dues.
All right, thanks, guys. I'm gonna leave a copy of all of this, but I would have killed a small tree if I'd have printed you all one. But I can digitally, send it to Sheila and she can get it to whoever wants
That would be
it.
great.
But if you recall in the past, I have come and asked you about, you guys would pay the regional dues every other year and then we'd pay them every other year. We were trying to figure some stuff out, so we've taken a little break. But I will say, for example, you guys, I think the last time you paid was probably 2.5 years ago, maybe, and it was only half of it. And then that's when we decided, well, instead of splitting it every year, you just pay it 1 year and we pay it the other year. So that's what I'm here for. I will leave that here for you in a second. But I did want to tell you what the region does do, just so you can take a look at it. So every other year, and when the process is due in 2026s, so we're actually just sending them out, they do a Chickasaw County wage and benefit survey. So they do it for the entire region, but Chickasaw County is in ours. And then you can also break it out, and I just printed a couple of them off, but our industries use this all the time. I send them to Nashville, Fredericksburg, all of that. This one is one specific for manufacturing. This one is for healthcare and social assistance, but they'll run it for the industries based on whatever they want it for. And this is probably the number one thing that the industries ask for, is this wage and benefit survey to see if we're in the ballpark. And then I also wanted you to know, and we aren't rolling it out hopefully by the end of May, we're going to do a Cedar Valley job board. And so all of the communities in Chickasaw County will be, this is just a preview of the opening page. It's not live yet, but you'll see it soon. You can, was that my phone?
Yeah.
Sorry. So you can pick out Fredericksburg, you can pick out Nashville, you can pick out New Hampton, you can pick out anybody in the 6 counties, and you can look for all the jobs that are available here. In this job board, not only do the employers get to list for free, but we are paying out of our dues to go out, and this job board will scrape from Indeed and all of the different big job boards. So you only have to put it in one place. And if you don't want to pay to be part of Indeed, you can do it for free on our Chickasaw County website. And then the other thing we focus on is this talent attraction and retention piece. A lot of the industries use that. And we use it also to go out and recruit for different people. I do know that Fredericksburg, Cindy Lantel used to come to all the meetings back in the day. No one has really come from Fredericksburg, but Megan and I try and get all the information out to the appropriate people, and we send it to Nashville, to like city clerk and stuff like that. So I just wanted to make sure you were aware that we do share all of this stuff. So I'm gonna leave all of this here, but I am gonna digitally send it to Sheila.
That would be good.
The dues are $2,000 a year, because it used to be, I don't know, like $1,275 or something, but of course that all went up, so that's what it is. And then I also wanted to just give you a quick update. I was just telling David while you guys were out, I think they're gonna pull 225th out of my DOT RISE grant. Kind of thought it might be coming, but they told us to submit it, so we have to go through all this work. I told him to submit, but they are recommending that they pay or get a grant for 50% of 225th, but they are not recommending, of Rusty Kennedy Road, but they are not recommending 225th. The board meeting is next Tuesday, so I won't know until then, but I thought I should give you an update just to make sure, so, yeah. Any questions from me other than that?
No, thank you.
Absolutely.
Thank you for what
You
you
betcha.
do for economic.
All right, thank you.
Thank you, Jamie.
Mhm.
So yeah, in the years past, as long as I've been up there, like Tammy explained, this comes out of general service, under the, yeah, thank you, under the line item, general services administration. This does provide good documentation for any business in Chickasaw County, like she explains. Is there a motion to pay that claim for Cedar Valley Marketing Regional Dues to Intercog?
So moved. Second.
Motion by Scott, second by Travis to approve the claim to Intercog for $2,000 for Cedar Valley marketing match. 2,000. Any discussion? If not, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye, anybody opposed? Motion carried. I could see if Dave Gorman can split his time here.
You said.
Is there-
Sorry. My bad. I see. I missed you.
Too many ways. Nice, now deal.
Yes. Good morning, Dave.
Good morning.
Discuss courthouse maintenance.
Yes, last week I discussed this with Jake. On the exterior walls of the courthouse, we have, they're Bedford limestone, they're very porous. There's a raised ridge that goes all the way around the exterior on 2 levels. That raised ridge looks like it's got a lot of mildew, black mold, stuff like that on it, which we discussed, and we think it'd be a good idea to power wash the courthouse before we do the window project. So with that being said, I think Jake had one.
Yeah, I reached out to somebody that I knew from Cresco that does it. He actually gave back an estimate this morning. I'm not gonna share that estimate, but I think somebody else has given an estimate today, maybe.
I made a couple calls this morning to different companies. One guy thought he would come and take a look at it, and then after he looked at a picture of the courthouse, he decided that was too big for what he does. So I'm not sure if anybody has any ideas on who we could call.
I don't think it'll be over $10,000. I think it's gonna be less than that. Talking with the attorney last Monday too, it's, our policy is under 10,000. We could just take the one estimate and go with it. I think we need 2 or 3 though. It is a big job. They're gonna have to rent a lift to get up to the top. They will have to do it after hours because of all the water, and I think that'd be a huge distraction.
Right, well, the one vendor that I contacted first this morning to come and give a bid, after he looked at a picture of the courthouse and then discussed lift rental with a company, he decided that hauling a lift up here was gonna add a considerable amount to his bid, and he was worried about how long it would take with the lift. And so I think it's probably gonna be hard to get a couple of bids, being that it's gonna be using a lift and things like that, so.
I just thought, looking at the courthouse, I think we gotta take pride in it. I think there's a lot of black lines coming from dirt, dust, whatever. No sun on the north walls.
Well, and the thing of it is like I said, there's that raised edge up on I think it's above the 3rd floor windows. And then there's another raised edge here below or above the 1st floor windows. Now, a couple times since I've worked here, I've done the 1st floor or the lower raised edge. I power washed that. Now that one that's up above, I've been here since '07 and it's never been washed. So.
It was tuck point, the courthouse was tuck pointed in 15, 16.
Yeah, somewhere in that range, yes.
I think it's time to give it a nice clean. We do have money in the general service department budget. It'll just take away from the ending fund balance if we spend it now. Well, the vendor did ask when the window project, if we go ahead with it, would probably be done in September, October. That gave him an idea how much time he has to get it done.
Right.
Any feelings, any discussion? Don't do it,
We're gonna do the whole thing, right?
the whole building. You guys go take a look at it. We can get back next week too. I mean, there is lines of dirt forming higher than Dave can reach.
And it does take a power washer with some power to get that washed out of there decently so it doesn't come back right away. So it basically is a professional job to do if we can find somebody local that can do it, so.
And we can wait to get more, you guys can take a look at it, you can get another estimate, and then we'll provide the estimates once we get the word out, and at least 2 or 3, hopefully. Fair enough? All right, Dave, we're gonna split you up if I could. For Derek here at 9:30. Environmental Health Director, Derek Lechtenberg, good morning. Discuss a public notice, matrix evaluation and county recommendation required DNR's facility, Dublin Creek LLC.
It used to be a High Point LLC.
What'd you find out? I see we had an email from our packet here. Thank you, Sheila. The score was 460. Do you want to explain how the score works? We haven't done one of these probably in 2-3 years.
Last year.
Last year we did.
I
Yeah.
was gonna say we did in
Yeah.
March of 25.
Yes. They just take measurements from like the houses and all that good stuff, and they kind of score it. Make sure there's no sinkholes, no nothing, but all they are really doing to this one is just adding on and putting a couple filter rooms on the north side of it. So I mean, the building's already there, it was a functional sound unit, so.
Do you recommend to approve?
Yes,
So I believe on the last sheet, we have to, you got a copy right there. The Chickasaw County Board of Supervisors have reviewed the master matrix and construction permit application for Dublin Creek LLC. Public notice was published on April 23rd, 2026, and the proof of publication is attached. We will put in the points of 460 as a passing score. If the county scored matrix is different than submitted, then the county scored matrix is attached with justifications. Supplemental letter of documentation is being sent to the DNR. Upon review and inspection of the construction site and documents provided, we, the Chickasaw County Board of Supervisors, recommend the permit application be either approved or disapproved. If we disapprove it, comments or reasons why. Signed by the chair. Is there a motion to enter 460 as points and then approve or disapprove?
Do they want a higher number or a lower number?
it's gonna be the same, because they're gonna redo pretty much, the inside and just add on.
Well, their score.
The school, you have to have a minimum of 440.
440,
440.
yes, and they scored 460, I'm sorry, I
Okay,
misunderstood.
yeah, no, that's fine.
No, you said that. I think that fits.
No.
Sorry.
So yeah, it passed. I mean, pretty much,
Yeah.
we pass that resolution January 2nd of every year. Our county environmental health did his scoring and it passed. So I would have to say it's gonna be very hard to disapprove this.
I'll move to approve.
Well, sorry. Thank you. Good question. Motion by Isaac, second by Steve, to approve the permit application for Dublin Creek LLC.
It's got its
Yeah.
section at the top.
Motion by, one second here. Isaac, second by Steve, to recommend the construction permit for Dublin Creek northeast quarter of section 13, township 95 north, range 12 west of the 5th. Principal median, Chickasaw County, Iowa, as per the recommendation of the environmental health specialists. Any discussion? We'll do a roll call. Isaac? Aye. Steve?
Aye.
Travis?
Aye.
Scott?
Aye.
Jake? Aye. Has been approved 5-0. Thanks, Derek. I get this signed and then you guys need a copy? Or is it
Yes, I would, just for the records.
Okay.
What's the state purple here?
460. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
And you're approving it.
with Dave Gorman. Anything else with maintenance of the courthouse? Some updates?
Well, just an update on the air conditioner. The technician from the company that manufactured the air conditioner was here the other day. They got it started and running and
Just
just,
Dave calls me and gives me a heart attack.
after they started it up, one of the 4 compressors is bad right away, which isn't a good thing, but the compressor or the unit will run on 3 compressors, no problem. Mick told me just go ahead and run it as you would normally. In my discussion with him this morning, he said that it could take 2 to 3 months to get this, a replacement compressor for the unit that's up there because it's so new. But when that shows up, the trained technician will be back, change that out, everything should be fine, there's no extra charge, it's all warranty, so. And then I also discussed with Mick the billing on it. He said that they will, I said sooner the better on the billing, so he will get that to me this afternoon.
Okay.
And then also the claim for the insurance at the Heritage Building for that coil that broke down there over the winter from freezing. They've got that project pretty well wrapped up and he will submit the bill for that this afternoon also, which I will give that to Renee because I think she is taking care of that insurance claim. Okay.
Thank you.
So
Update on the power confirmation that Stan Electric will be here tomorrow.
tomorrow,
And
you'll
then,
get some.
any other changes? So I think there was an email sent out to the courthouse staff that shut down your equipment. Denny will be here to shut down the server. But tomorrow about 4:30,
Yes.
the courthouse will get a power changeover.
Yep.
That might take maybe a couple nights, depending if they can pull that wire from the basement up to the attic and then over and then back down to the machine room.
All right.
So it's one of those fear things that you don't know until you get into it. But they'll be pulling 2 feeders out and then putting 1 bigger feeder back in. So
Correct. Yep.
we'll see how it goes. The machine room runs a lot of stuff on the 1st, 2nd floor. So, and our server. So hopefully we have the server up and running by Wednesday morning. Or Stan Electric will have it up and running temporarily or 100% done. Anything else, Dave,
I think that's
on that issue?
everything I was gonna cover
All
there.
right. Discuss the RFP for courthouse window project. A lot of people have worked with this. Roman did a lot of work. Dave, we had 2 vendors come in to look at the project. Dave on Friday did this blueprint of which window is gonna have a blind, which one is not gonna have a blind. We're gonna call this the window project. And then Roman has prepared bid docs, bid specs, award contracts. We all got a copy of those. I know Dave hasn't had a chance to review them yet. So when Dave looks at them, we'll have to change some stuff because we were hoping between me and Roman. And the spec itself is, there was a date though, which has to change the date, go back
You
and
can leave
forth.
that in there if you want.
The dates.
I mean, I'll get it this afternoon. I sent that there at the office yesterday, so I wasn't having done.
So I guess can we approve it then or pending your suggestions?
Pending any changes from the county attorney.
Yeah, so like the bids due date, sealed bids will be accepted by the county auditor of Chickasaw County by mail or in person up until 9 a.m. on May 25th. So that's 4 weeks away, right? Three weeks away. I think we have 2 very good, highly qualified vendors that really want to bid it. It's gonna go on the statewide circulation, it's gonna require all three things, county website. We did put a completion date of December 31st of 26, and then like we did with the elevator project, liquidated damages, $1,000 thereafter per day. I don't think either one of them has a concern of it being done by December 31st.
You know,
If we get it in by May 25th.
yeah, they both, well, not both of them, but one expressed to me that it was important to have the bids by the end of May.
Or
To
the
keep-
award.
To keep the timetable, yeah,
The
to
award.
award, to keep the timetable of the manufacturer and the installation on track to get done by late this fall.
Is that enough time to get them done? Bids, 3 weeks?
Well, that is, yeah,
I mean, you're cutting it both ways. I mean, yes, you want to get them in before prices might go up again, the way things are going in the world, but is that enough time for?
I think so.
us to get
I do.
put together?
I do, I think 2 of them, and hopefully we get more.
Yeah.
Have been here, they've done some measuring, they've seen the building. Those 2, pretty quick.
And then I guess my other question is, I've looked at anticipated start date, if in fact you're gonna go forward with power washing up the portion, you're gonna wanna push that project through before this project, so I don't, I'm nervous that if someone gets the bid on the 20, whatever, end of May, they say, hey, we're gonna have a crew in the area, we wanna do it in June, and we're not ready yet. Is there a date in there for that, or,
The early start date,
I mean, the date, project cannot begin before X date because we need to get it cleaned up? I mean, what's
Well,
the plan with that?
we know we can't do it until July 1st with the budget.
Okay,
But we can put that in there
so that might be something you wanna put in there, that way you're not in a jam where,
between both vendors.
right,
So we could do like an early start of July 30th or something. I think it'll take time to build all these windows.
I do too, but I
No, I
just,
get it.
my fear is things happen.
It does. In the specs, just to be clear, if I can find those quick. Aluminum clad wood windows, so aluminum on the outside, wood on the inside. It's in manufacturers 2.1. We spec a Pella Corp, Anderson Windows Inc., a Marvin, or number 4 is any other brand equivalent to the above. So those are the 3 local names, and then 4 would be anybody else that makes, I think it's a 3/8 inch low E coated manufacturer standard. You guys read all this or saw it, so.
How many windows are there?
Oh, you know, at one time somebody told me 55, but
I think we had a count of, yeah, in the neighborhood of 55 to 60.
about 21 on the south, 21 on the north. And then 15 and 15, so 30. So 30 and 41 is 71. 71 openings. We're not gonna do the doors because that was gonna be a little bit harder for us to spec that out. So like this door and the bottom 2 doors are brand new within 5-7 years.
Yeah, the only door would be
This one, and I think our local vendor Decor Auto
the
did
decor glass.
Decor Glass.
Yep.
Has done the 2 main doors.
Yes, yeah.
And probably your shop door too.
Mhm.
So this is strictly a window project, no door project. Any other concerns?
Can I ask one more?
Yes, Bob.
Stained glass still stands?
Stained glass is staying.
Okay.
Yep,
Was that ever hurt, insert? Did they, or did?
we believe you take off the trim and it comes off the glass.
Right.
And then they'll put a new glass on and put it back on. Pending Dave's approval today or tomorrow, you guys want to send this RFP out.
Second.
We do have, motion by Scott, second by Steve, discussion, we do have on there that we can reject all bids too if the project comes in well over what we had budgeted. between the attorney's office and myself. We'll get them out to where they need to be, once he gives us the blessing.
Can I ask one more dumb question?
Yes.
You said the due date was the 25th?
Of May.
Isn't that a holiday though? That's Memorial Day.
Was,
You are right.
Sorry.
We'll change it. We'll change it, pending that date change to the 26th.
So you wanna open them and then award the contract and so you're gonna have to publish notice of a public hearing 10 to 20 days if you're gonna do it all in one fell swoop as well. So you have to do a resolution, you have to publish notice of a public hearing, then you're gonna have to add, at the public hearing date, a resolution approving the specs and a second resolution approving the contract.
And we can do that on the 26th, but we can vote on that next Monday, the 11th, right?
10 to 20 days, you have to publish notice of the public hearing, yeah.
Yep, so next Monday we'll go off a public hearing on the construction project, right?
Well, if you're doing your RFP today, sorry, I got a motion on pending, but
Yeah,
you might as well just do that now. Set the public hearing for the 26th.
6.
so if we set it for the 26th,
It goes on the paper on the 14th and 15th,
okay.
which will give it 11 days. So do this motion first and then do
Yeah,
that.
finish what you're doing and then, yeah.
Okay,
So this motion is to send out the RFP. Any discussion on that? If not, all in favor, say aye. Aye. Anybody opposed, motion carried. And then the second thing is to set the public hearing on the, what's the code section, the construction of county property.
Yes, public improvement project.
Something that's what I was looking for. To set a public hearing for the 26th of May.
I can send you that stuff to go in the.
Is there a second to set the public hearing?
Second.
Motion by Travis, second by Isaac, to set the public hearing for May 26th, 9:10, boardroom on the county public improvement project and windows. Thank you. Any discussion? If not, all in favor, say aye. Aye. Anybody opposed? Motion carried. Anything else, Dave?
I think that was it for today.
I didn't know what you were talking about.
All right, thanks, Dave.
Okay, thank you.
Any future agenda items?
I just got the DA, I think next week, Judy Little, and those guys want to be in.
Judy.
That's a comment.
No, that's out there too, next week. But, we have to decide how we wanna do the meeting next week, cause Judy Hodemaker's coming at 11, but Little's wanna come in.
Oh, cemetery appreciation
You should,
month.
yeah,
And then we also have Trish from North Utah Community Action along with Martin, our general relief,
yep, they're doing the
to
11.
talk about our ordinance. And to see if we wanna change around some of the funeral expense.
Do we want to include the funeral director from Hampton that brought this question up or not?
Me and you can visit about that, I think. I mean, they're more than welcome to sit here.
Yeah.
So yeah, they'll bring some documentations. I think we got some, we'll share in the board packet. That me and Steve have been going back and forth with our general relief director and the CEO. Trish is North Dakota Community Action. They're both gonna be here. And I think it's scheduled for 9:10 for those two. So 9:10 for them, then Judy and Cemetery Commission, and then another Judy at 11.
Start at 10.
That's what I'm,
Just back everything up, start at 10 o'clock.
Oh, I like that.
Do you ask her then?
that's what we're trying to debate.
Don't worry.
Otherwise, we're taking about an hour and a half recess.
Whatever.
So start at 10, we'll just have to see if Trish can come at 10:10 then. All right. If that's it, is there a motion to adjourn?
Oh,
Is there a second?
Second.
Motion by Travis, second by Scott to adjourn at 9:49. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye, anybody opposed? Motion carried.
I'm not gonna drop these for a while.
Yeah, well, thanks, because we caught that.
No, Jay.